friends, I'm Jason and you're joining me here on Level Up Hobbies. Now I gotta apologize first off, it's been a little bit since I've put out a full video and I've just, had a lot of stuff come up, just been busy at home and haven't really had a chance to hobby as much as I wanted to. But I did manage to finally complete my Lion's Guard, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. Now this is not a how-to video or how I painted them video, because I used the same overall paint scheme that I did with my the Shield Lieutenant or the Blade Guard Lieutenant from the Indominus box set. You can see that video up above, and in that one I customized them for the Dark Angels to fit them more into my theme. So yeah, let's jump into this video, show off these guys, and let me know what you think. Please leave some comments at the end. Tell me what you think about the conversions, about the paint job, anything, ideas for upcoming videos for Dark Angel conversions if you want to see. And yeah, so let's jump in, let's take a look at these Lion's Guard. I'll see you at the end.
I've finished Lion's Guard. These guys took me a little longer than expected. I really wasn't able to work on them as much as I wanted. So I just had limited time, and I put a lot more detail work into these guys than I initially anticipated. Now, I'm not making a video of how I painted them because really the techniques and everything I used were the exact same as when I painted my Deathwing Lieutenant. So I didn't want to rehash the same paint scheme. I did, however, do some freehand work on the cloaks, and I'm very happy with how that turned out. Did some weathering on the cloaks just to show like they've been out in combat for a bit. Very happy with each of these guys. A little bit more freehand on the front of his tabard here. Very happy with how this all turned out. And you'll notice these guys, they all have black tabards and cloaks. And that's part of my story for them. As the Lion's Guard, they have basically like assumed death, they've given their life already for the lion, and that's what the black means. They've given up their the colors of the chapter because basically they're already dead. They know that they will die in combat trying to protect their Primarch. So that's just kind of where I was going with that. And I was going to paint up pauldrons. I was going to make some of them part of the Risen, but I ended up not doing that. Just saying, it doesn't matter where they came from, they're part of the Deathwing now, so. But yeah, so these are my Lion's Guard, or Blade Guard veterans, if you will. Turned out very well. I'm extremely happy with them. Back to this one. Show you the freehand on these guys. A little bit different. So pinstriping around it into Deathwing emblem. And this one, very similar with the Deathwing in the corners of the cloak, except no pinstriping and larger Deathwing symbol. Again, I am extremely happy with how these guys came out, and let's see. Here is the Deathwing Lieutenant that I painted with the green cloaks, or green tabard, and look very similar, you know, same paint scheme and everything, but still a little different. So I'm very happy with that. I tried to keep these simple and yet still very detailed. I'm not really too fond of the tan bone color that most people do for Deathwing, so I went much lighter with an ivory and a light ivory with a very warm gray base coat. Same thing I did with my Deathwing Lieutenant. So if you want to see how I painted this paint scheme, you can check out that video up above. The only thing different that I did with these guys is the black cloak, and where I didn't make a video of painting the black, I will soon. I did record how I did the freehand. So I will be making a video of just making the freehand in here and like all the work that went to it. It's really, if you're scared to do freehand, you really shouldn't. I mean, I was before. Like, this is actually one of my first like bigger freehand pieces. Usually I'm just doing, you know, little stuff like the checkers and stuff, but like this full cloak freehand, it's a lot bigger for me. But yeah, I mean, just try it out. I mean, do it on a piece. Like, I didn't highlight up the cloak until I painted the emblem and everything, so I didn't have to worry about having to repaint any of those highlights and stuff, and just work the color up layer by layer. Started off with a deep burnt red, then went to some like bright pyrrole red, and then a mix of pyrrole red and orange for the final highlight. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm really excited to play with these guys. If you haven't watched it, you should watch my conversion video of how I converted these guys. You can see that up above too. And if anybody complains about these guys being too too white. I mean, the Deathwing, all it says is their armor is bone white, and bones can be all manner of colors. So take it, make it your own, paint your guys how you want to paint them, and if you're happy with it, that's all that matters. Yeah, so I'm very, very happy with these guys. Now I need to work on the lion himself. I've yet to paint him. I'm very happy with how the freehand worked. I was only going to do it on this guy, but then I just thought these other cloaks just needed something, and in the end I think it really tied them all together, other than obviously their armor color and shields and everything else on them, but just those black cloaks with that Deathwing iconography, I think it really just kind of sealed it up tight. So yeah, I don't know, I'm happy with it. Hopefully you guys like it, maybe take some inspiration to paint your own. Again, I'm gonna have a video out soon for how I freehanded the cloaks, and I'm hoping to do a lot more of that after this one. I'd like to do more. And this one I was gonna do a lot more kind of flourishes throughout the cloak and stuff, but I wanted to stop there and not overdo it. I'll try something more next time. So yeah, this is it. This is my Blade Guard Veterans / Lions Guard. I love them. I think they're great.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me here on Level Up Hobbies as I displayed my Lions Guard. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I publish new videos. Thanks again, and remember, build, paint, and play tabletop games. Later guys.